just got a banger of a tip that I can't believe. So it was one of those tips where I was like, drop everything out the door immediately.
Over the past month, I've been out on what I'm calling an urban owl prowl. It means I'm looking for owls in urban areas, but also I want to see owls in new locations where I've never seen them before. And to be completely honest, it's not going very well.
The owl search was unsuccessful. Our first stop looking for the screech owl was unsuccessful. Dad is on board today. Steph is on board today. I'm on board today for a little owl prowl. I'm wearing my owl good luck hat because I have not had very good luck with owls lately. So
the hat wasn't good luck, and even worse, I had now brought family and friends into my losing streak. Ultimately, my patience wore out, and I broke one of my rules. I ended up going to a place where I had seen owls before. It wasn't a new place, but I figured maybe if I could just see an owl, that I could turn this whole thing around.
well, here I am, and no owls that I've seen so far. Keeping my eye open, but yeah, no luck. And I'm also keeping my ear open too. We're starting to lose daylight, so there's a chance maybe if they are around, they may start calling, be able to tell where it's coming from. But right now, I don't see them in any of the usual spots that I've seen them here before. How's it going? Yeah, so again, I just really like this area. So there's all these big cottonwood trees like I mentioned before, and what I'm specifically looking for is like those little holes in the tree or the little tree cavities, because that is where the eastern screech owls will sort of roost during the day. And there's a lot of them around here, so I'm gonna kind of just look at all these holes in these trees and see if there's, maybe a little surprise inside. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for right now. Yeah, this is exactly what I mean right here. Looking in that little hole, I don't see anything in there, but it's always worth stopping, checking out. Just never know, it could be sleeping in there, but it doesn't look like anything right here. So we'll keep moving.
I'd start every outing with a positive attitude, but after miles and miles of walking in the snow and the cold and not getting any results, I really started to doubt myself. I mean, I thought I was good at this.
Nope. Well, I've walked here a few miles and I've looked in every tree hole there is along here, and yeah, no luck today.
As I made another walk of shame back to my car in defeat, I heard some other bird activity in the area, and it was enough to make me stop to try to make some photos. And this is one of my biggest faults as a photographer. I become too hyper-focused on the target. I'm out for owls and everything else falls to the wayside. And that's a terrible mentality to have as a photographer. I can't control where owls are and aren't, but what I can control is making good images of what is there. Moments later, I heard the chattering call of a belted kingfisher, which snapped me out of my owl zone. And I was able to find her and make some great photographs. Again, something I would have completely missed if I had only stayed locked in on owls only for the day. The snow started to fall, and I shot some B-roll before I headed home. Still, just happy that I wasn't taking home an empty memory card. Little did I know that the next day, my owl fortunes were about to change.
Okay, welcome. We are on the road, frantic today. Just got a banger of a tip that I can't believe. So it was one of those tips where I was like, drop everything out the door immediately. Okay, I'm here at the location, which of course I'm not going to say. But yeah, I've got pretty good directions on where to go. So, oof, man, this could be big. So I'm very excited. So I'm gonna get loaded up here and we'll head out there.
I hiked into this location, and sure enough, just as described, there they were. 6 long-eared owls, all back in the pines.
Yeah, it's pretty close for sure. If you want to see the one that's looking right at us. Yeah. Oh, over here, yeah. Nice. Yeah, so that's the first one. It's
After a few minutes of surveying the scene here, I could tell right away that this was going to be a very challenging shoot, where I was going to have to use manual focus and really work some weird angles to try to salvage some good shots here. At one point, the angles got so extreme, I was pretty much laying down on my stomach. I had my tripod legs folded out as flat as they could go, and had my camera pointing through a barbed wire fence just to get this video and this still. I stayed here for about an hour and a half shooting, and occasionally the wind would blow a branch, and you could get a better look. Overall, I think I made the best images that I could, given the scenario and the situation, and it was still an incredible experience, and I'm glad I got to see these guys. Hello! Happy 2024! Happy New Year! Thanks for watching my first video of the year. I hope you enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good one, and again, like I said, I always want to make sure that the videos I'm putting up this year, I kind of put a little bit of extra attention, extra love and care into them, so I hopefully you enjoyed this one. So it's this morning here as I'm finishing my coffee. But yeah, so that was the long-eared owls again. It was a pretty crazy find by a friend of mine. I did not find them. This was a tip given to me. I'm again going to be a little vague on the location, but I can give a little bit more information because we've both been back there over the past week, and I believe they are leaving and going to a different location. The last time I was there, there were 2 left out of the 6, and then my friend went back again this morning, actually, and there was only 1 left. So I think they are moving on, and I think I know why. And it also, again, makes me realize how lucky we were to see the 6 that were there when we did, because it is at a dog park with a lot of people and dogs running around all over the place, which I mentioned that because it really made a fun shoot. I was sitting there photographing owls, and doggos were running up and licking and petting dogs. What more could you want? It was a blast. So, but yeah, I do think they are moving on, which is, yeah, understandable. It's a very busy area. And again, it was not at a very well-known place for birds or any sort of wildlife, photography. So, That's what surprised me the most about going there. Was a place obviously I'd never been. So, and if I had gone, I would have just taken my dog. But never in a million years would have thought. And I guess that's how these things always work, where it's, someone finds something crazy and it's always at some completely random location where you're like, what? No way. But anyways, so yeah, I was tipped off on this. He found them one morning, and again, I asked if he wanted credit or if he wanted to be in the video, and he said, nope, you can just leave me anonymous. So I will give him that, and I will just say an anonymous friend had found them, and then messaged me about it and was like, hey, I found these owls. And I was like, yeah, I mean, within 10 minutes, I was in the car on my way out. And the fact that he found these and the person he thought of was me, to be like, hey, I know Scott really likes photographing owls. This is something he might be into. And he messaged me. And that really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. To my knowledge, we were the only 2 photographers in the state that knew about these guys. And I mean, I don't think I've ever been able to say that. Normally when I get tips like that, it's, kind of out there, amongst a lot of the photographers. So that was really cool. And, I mean, I know a million people who would have loved to go photograph these owls as well. And, I said in other videos where I was like, hey, I don't want to be a gatekeeper, but I think we both thought about the way the long-eared owl situation went at Cherry Creek Reservoir last year, and just like what a circus it became. And this, again, was an already busy area because of the dog park. And we just like, man, we just probably should keep this one to ourselves. So that was sort of the thinking there. So anyways, it seems like they've already moved on anyway, and I'm sure they're going to end up somewhere that's less busy with people. So again, just glad we got to see them when we did. And I think that's really all I have to say about this situation. I really started that kind of urban owl, idea back in like November. And again, I just wanted to go to new places. I could drive 10 minutes from here and be photographing owls. And, but these are owls I've already photographed many, many times. So I really wanted to get out and grind again and put in the miles and find some new stuff. And, it was a very humbling reminder that finding owls is very hard. And in fact, I mean, these long-eared owls, I didn't even find myself, but there is rewarding though. Although frustrating to come up empty-handed a lot, I do feel there's a reward in being like, hey, I'm out there, I'm putting in the work, so that's again kind of what I take away from this video. And then to have a nice ending to see the long-eared owls again there was pretty awesome. So anyways, that is the end of the video. So thanks so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.